All right, the snake that Callan is holding here is a western terrestrial garter snake. They're very common around the mountainous regions of the Southwest. They're mostly around water areas. They're semi-aquatic in most places. This one, however, was caught at 6,500 feet, so nowhere near any water. But they do kind of range out, and they have a very diverse group of things that they would eat. I mean, like this guy, if he was down by the water, he'd be eating mainly frogs and fish, which is their main diet. But up here, he probably eats more insects and small lizards, maybe even small snakes, anything he can overpower. They are not a constrictor or any kind of venom in there. What they do is they grab their prey and they swallow them down whole. And this particular species is probably the most common in this area. However, there are lots of garter snakes. All right, so the coloration on this particular snake, like all western terrestrials, they have that kind of single yellow line going down the side, and they're kind of dull with little kind of slight checkering that you can see. Almost all of them have that little double dot on top of their head. Almost all garter snakes will also have that red tongue with the black tip that you see on this one, which is kind of cool. These guys have a very gray belly, while others are more light colored. They give birth to live young, and they also, when they're caught, they release a musk out of their vent, which is sticky and smelly, and that's kind of their main defense, because they will bite. I've never been bitten by one and caught a bunch of them, so I think it's more when they really feel endangered and threatened, they would do that. They'll also flatten their head a little bit to kind of look like a more venomous snake or something.
All right, so one of the things that we enjoy doing is we enjoy catching native animals, keeping them for a week or two, and then releasing them. That way we can hold them, we can observe them up close, we can feed them, we can learn more about their diet and their behavior and just how they live. But we don't want to keep them forever. We want them to live in the wild, so we release them back. So we've had this guy for a week, maybe a week and a half. Bless you. And now we're gonna release him back into the wild. So we literally found him at the front of our house, so we're letting him go more in the greenery of our house. He was on the porch, and so we're letting him go just a little bit to the side. All right, go ahead and release him. Fire, let him go, please. Fire, let him go, please. Fire, it's time for him to go live in